Okay. I think I'm good to go. In case you end up skipping this one, I'm gonna do a TLDR of MGS5. Maybe. I'm not entirely sure. Probably. I mean, like, here's the thing about MGS5, it's probably got the least amount of actual story content of all of the MGS. So I could probably summarize it in, like, 15 minutes. All of the big story beats that matter. Even though they arguably matter and some of them don't even. That's the thing about this game. This game is one of the most fun games to play. But a lot of its story feels really inconsequential. Because it's a mid-quill that tries to add things to the games that come before and after it in universe. And because of that, you can just eject everything from this game that happens, and you would still have a complete narrative. Because with each game after 3, or after 2, arguably, like that is the case.
Caution, rain approaching.
So honestly, actually, yeah, I think I convinced myself. If I do plan on skipping this, which isn't certain, but it will be if I am still tired of this game by the end of it. Maybe I just need to get my rocket punch. Maybe I'm just not happy without my rocket punch. But, yeah. So I could, yeah. I can do that. Probably because it'd be easy. But I can do that.
Deploying.
Get the punch. I tell you what, I will not stop playing this game until I get the rocket punch, because that's worth showing off. Also, hey, fun fact, in case you didn't notice, I'm actually wearing my cute little nightie, because I'm fucking dying, melting up in this bitch, and low-key, I wouldn't normally be doing it because it totally shows like the breast part's a little see-through, but actually, Kaz, you saved my ass because no one can really see nipple between the hair covering it and the filter. So, I'm okay. Also, we got some custom music up in this bitch. Okay, what am I supposed to be doing? I completely didn't even listen because I don't care. Rescue Shabrani, leader of the boys, who's forced to walk. Work at the mine. We gotta get some kids. We gotta yeet some kids. Gotta just extract them and yeah.
An outpost in a sunken road. Monoko Yanyoka, the snake's mouth. I get it. Looks like that's the only way to the objective area.
Yeah, we have to go through there. Okay, fine. Alright.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
we can just go around the whole thing. I don't want to deal with that. Hell, Kaz, I could probably give you an update on what you've missed right now. That fucking even matters. So, here we go. Fuck it. Things that matter. Number one, we refound Miller. I can't remember if you were here or even for like episode 1. What were you here for anyway? Literally can't even remember.
Complete. Enemy analysis complete. The map has been updated.
All the intro. Okay. Did you see us rescue Miller? And then work happened. Okay, so you've missed basically everything. Which is fine, because not a lot happened in the 20 missions that have taken place. This thing's crooked. There we go. Bitch! Bitch! Thank you, Quiet. My homegirl up there just sniped him for me before an alert could go off. We'll get to her though. So, quick recap. We rescued Miller. He was like, you kept me waiting, huh? And we were like, yeah, I kept you waiting, huh? And then, turns out he has an arm and a leg missing. And he's really fucking pissed now. He's no more Mr. Nice Miller. He's very pissed. And he basically rebuilt what was destroyed 9 years ago. Doing a shit ton of wet work to get there. And just becoming dogs of war, essentially. And like, all to like gain a force so that they can take revenge on Cypher, which is who they thought blew the place up. After that, we found some guys called the Skulls. They have no personality other than that they can make other people into possessed zombies. You want to see something cursed? Sure. Sure, go for it.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
It's cursed. Uh-oh. It's huge cursed. Well, fuck it. It's not like I'm doing anything else right now except traveling across plains of I am traveling across the reigns of Africa. Character sketch, but it's a well-endowed penguin? Top is customizable. Pants not permitted. This is a no pants zone. That is funny as shit. No pants permitted. I don't know. That doesn't really hit my cursed zone. But I can definitely see why it would. So yeah, the skulls, they do have like the gas mask thing. We got attacked by a sniper. Her name is Quiet. We beat her, and now she's on our side now. She refuses to talk, as in, like, she can't talk. She's mute. All she does is hum.
Guard post there. Security sure is tight.
It's really not
Guess they don't want
Ocelot.
anyone poking around.
Ocelot's just been a Ocelot. Ocelot has basically been the chill one that's like, hey, yeah, let's get quiet. And Miller's like, no, kill her! Miller's been really, really uppity. He's been Miller heavy. We got a dog. His name is D-Dog, and he's one of the best companions you can have out there because he auto-marks everything. He's great. The doggo is the best. The only reason I don't have him right now is because I need Quiet to bond with me to go up for story reasons. Otherwise, I would absolutely prefer to have the dog around, because that is the best doggo in gaming. I appreciate doggo usefulness.
Mist. Supposedly the valley up ahead is covered in mist almost year-round. The objective area is beyond there.
Hey, listen, as soon as my bond is maxed with Quiet, I'm gonna switch back to doggo, okay?
The bridge has collapsed. Looks
Listen.
like you'll have to go down through the valley.
You'd say rude for excluding any dog for any reason, no matter how legitimate, okay? I'm not listening to you, Ollie. But yes, that is notable. It's
Enemy presence.
I'm not wrong!
The map has been
I know you! Oh my god, speaking of dog! Maybe no? Bench, you're coming with me now. It's a hyena. That was a challenge task?
Enemy presence.
You know what, Ollie, you're right. You bring up a good point, honestly.
Has been updated.
But, let's see, what else? Oh, we found Huey. We found Huey Emmerich. He was working for Skullface for the past 9
Enemy
years.
presence detected.
He says he was being forced to do it, and he's, everyone is suspicious of him. Big sus. Huge sus. But he's just kind of like, wait, though. No, it wasn't me. I was forced to do it. Ow! Asshole. So we got him. He gave us a walker gear.
Jumping off the waterfall, boss?
No, why not?
Analysis complete.
What else has happened? Quiet's been pretty cool. Oh, she can, like, phase through stuff. So, us putting her in, like, jail means nothing. She just chills there out of obligation, basically. It means literally nothing. She can get out of handcuffs, she can get out of bars. A lot of our base is really big sus of both her and Huey for completely different reasons. Huey was working alone with Skullface under orders, supposedly.
You'll have to take the path.
And it's all just like, everyone is just huge sus. Uh-oh.
Police arriving on scene after neighbors called 911 found the father and sister.
Several days before the murders, neighbors say they heard the father repeating a sequence of numbers in a loud voice. They said it was like he was casting some strange spell. There was another family shot to death in the same state last month, and in December last year, a man used a rifle and meat cleaver to murder his entire family. In each case, the perpetrators were fathers. State police say this string of domestic homicides appears unrelated, though it could be part of a larger trend such as employment, child care, and other social issues facing the average family. As the congressional debate over gun control flares up yet again, we regret to report the murder of a wife and her 2 children by
This is a reference to PT, where this tape played in that game as well,
2 days earlier.
on the radio.
Killing took place
Sun will set shortly.
I thought that was a real person. So yeah, what else? Everyone's big sus of Huey, everyone's big sus of Quiet. Miller is huge sus of both. Everyone in the base kind of wants Huey's head on a platter because they think he orchestrated what happened 9 years ago, which there's no definitive proof one way or the other.
Could come down any minute. Watch your step.
Watch my ass.
You've reached the objective area. Now look for the target.
What
I just hope he's
else?
alive.
Oh yeah, we visited Paz. So Paz actually survived. And a lot of what happened in Ground Zeroes was an illusion. Like, didn't actually happen, or we remembered it wrong. And, she has big amnesia and big disassociative from the whole ordeal. To the point where she doesn't believe she's a spy anymore, and she actually believes her own persona she was acting out as. Now she just is that. And, like, the past 9 years never even happened to her. Like, she still thinks we're in the 70s. And it's pretty goddamn sad. What else? We found a bunch of bodies in a oil rig, and their lungs were fucked up. We don't know what's up with that. We, struggling to think of anything else that happened, really. Oh, Sahelanthropus. So Big Metal Gear appeared. We had to sneak around it, and Skullface was like, yo, I got this new Metal Gear that Huey did, and Huey's like, what? That thing's not supposed to be human operatable. And Skullface is like, and Huey's like, no, how though? And Skullface is like, and we get away from that. What else? Quiet's just kind of cool. Huey's big sus. I think that's it. I think that's all that happened in the past 6 sessions. Which, I would like to note, most of the Metal Gear games that I have played don't go above 4 or 5 sessions maximum. We're 6 sessions in, and that's all I have to say that's happened. This game is an elongated mess where half, if not more than half of the missions you go on are completely inconsequential and don't mean anything in the long run. But if you're playing it for the first time, all of them could mean something. So it holds up for the first time. But if you know going in, oh yeah, that's the lungs that were fucked up from the oil rig. Check that fucked up lung out. Ew.
Arrived at Mother Base.
That's a lot of people with fucked up lungs. We get money for animal rescue. It's pretty cool. There were a couple of missions where I was forced to use the chicken hat, and one where I had to use the lil chick hat. In fact, I am actually one step away from just saying fuck it and playing the whole game with the chicken hat just to kind of like rush through, but I don't know. That might make it even more boring. Oh, so Kaz, for the record, so the chicken hat, if you fail a mission more than 3 times, or more than 2 times. Oh yeah, we also saved some African kids from working in diamond mines, and now they're with us. Oh, that's a skull face right there, is what that is.
En je må signet og bannetod. Nå går jeg bek i bunn.
No, Zhush. Zhush, kid. Shut your lips. Oh no. Nice lever action. I've always wanted to try lever action. I've tried semi-auto, pump, and Bolt is my favorite, but I've always wanted to try lever action. Oh, that's a man. He's on fire. We haven't seen him since the very beginning. Is Burning Man. Hey, and it's that other one, that lady, guy, kid. They float. They float. Oh.
Get the fuck out of there!
Get the fuck out of there. Is that the first F-bomb in a Metal Gear game?
What the hell is that? Run, boss. It's him again. You can't let him catch you, boss. Get out of there.
Alright, I'll get out of there.
Chopper touchdown past the tunnel. Get over there now.
The thing just says test. Oh shit! That's because I minimized it. There we go.
He spotted you. Take cover, boss.
Oh god! Ow! Oh, stop, drop, and roll. It works. Oh no, he's so close to me. Oh god.
Snake, are you okay?
F boss. Boss, that's gonna be an F.
What was that? Run, boss. It's him again. You can't let him catch you.
I will worry about extinguishing myself when I am outside.
Boss, I'll have the chopper touchdown past the tunnel.
Have the chopper touchdown past the tunnel, please.
Take cover, boss.
Cover is just running still.
Spotted you. He's coming.
Map has been updated.
we just got columns up in this. I gotta go. Whoa. Urch! Huh? Oh!
I know it's risky, but I'm changing the LZ closer to your position.
Alright.
First stop him, then call in the chopper, Dan.
It's a boss fight then.
Temporarily.
Support helicopter has arrived.
Oh, he knows. Oh, God. Yeah. Oh. Ow. Roll. Holy shit. He's just chucking fireballs like he's a goddamn sorcerer. Huh. Oh, fuck this. Oh, fuck this. This is a horrible idea. Oh, God.
Damn, he's about to counterattack. Take cover, boss. Now's the time to get on the chopper.
Now's the time to get on the chopper? Did I do it? Oh, he's stunned. Helicopter. Get me out of this crazy thing.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. What is this guy? LZ. We'll stand by.
You, dude! Do it! Do it! Do it! Go! Go!
About to counterattack. Take cover, boss.
Oh. Oh, I can't melee him. I should've known.
He's about to counterattack. Take cover, boss.
Ow. Oops.
The chopper is defenseless while it's coming into land.
Oh.
Stop him before you call it in.
Listen. You don't think I'm gonna put a boss fight with this jam? You don't think I'm gonna put a boss fight with this jam? You crazy if you don't think I'm gonna put a boss fight with this jam? Shit. Come over here. Oh, Jesus. Into the water!
Reservoir. Boss, think back to Cyprus. He avoided water.
Alright, bitch, though. No, bitch! I can't believe you would interrupt my fucking shit like that. The rules of nature. Gets hit by a fireball. Basically. Oh god, I need to take the biggest cover. Ow.
Snake, talk to me! Snake! Snake!
The tunnel's blocked. Boss, I know it's risky, but I'm changing the LZ closer to your position. First stop him, then call in the chopper. He spotted you. He's coming. The water supply.
Bitch! I cannot believe! I cannot believe!
That'll only stop him temporarily.
I'm gonna smother you with some smoke, bitch!
An old reservoir. Boss, think back to Cyprus. He avoided water.
Now.
This is your chance. He's lost sight of you. See anything nearby you could use to stop him?
Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Ah. Hello, Huff Boy. How are you doing?
He spotted you. He's coming.
That's fine.
Support helicopter
Roger.
requested.
Come on over here.
This is Pequot. Arriving. I'll send the chopper in. He'll shoot down the chopper if it lands now. Stop him before it arrives. This is Pequot. Stand by.
Now the chopper comes in.
That do it. Quick, now's the time to get on the chopper.
Come on, Pequod, don't let me down. Blew up that water supply right on his ass. Where's my goddamn gun? Here we go. Looks like that'll do it.
Departing.
Timed that one pretty
Mission
gloriously.
complete. Great work. Skullface. So he was in Africa after all. Working behind the scenes. Even that man on fire at his beck and call. But what the hell was going on at the Devil's House? Earphones embedded in people's throats. Tapes playing voices. And those lumps on their chests. They look like the ones on the bodies of the oil field. The man on fire burned everything to the ground. But we were recording audio the whole time you were there. We'll conduct a thorough analysis of it.
Big analysis. Scowling Wallaby. Okay, what do we got? Hey. So... Guy got burned to a crisp, though. Sorry about that. so ridiculous. He lights his vape pen with a holographic lighter. Like, what? It's so nonsensical.
Clouds approaching.
Boss, word has it that a Western arms dealer is going to be inspecting a CFA outpost. It appears he's involved with nuclear weapons development in the area.
Me too, bud, me too.
This guy is somehow connected to Cypher. I've got no proof, but we know Skullface is working through PFs in the region. Anyway, it just so happens a job connected to this inspection has come in. Take a look at your iDroid.
I will take a look at my iDroid when I can actually accept the damn job, because you can't accept jobs while you're here, even though it boots you here.
Please select a mission.
Yeah, and I gotta be near. Gotta sleep, more work tomorrow. Fair enough, you're probably not gonna miss much. Alright, get some rest, Kaz. And also thank you for that Aurora drawing, that was super cute. I'll keep you posted. Alright.
Mission list updated.
Okay,
Please select
let's
a
see.
mission.
Yep.
Unit
Let's do that
dispatched.
thing.
Unit dispatched.
Let's listen to some cassette tapes, huh?
How long are we going to keep that woman here?
You mean quiet?
My personal feelings aside, she's putting everybody on edge. You should hear the stories. I got sick from just standing guard at her cell. I won't stand on the same platform as that witch. She hit me for no reason.
What is this, a private army or a kindergarten?
The thing is, they're all serious. They're faced with something they don't understand, and a kind of mass hysteria has broken out. I've gotten wind of countless plots to take her out.
There are no grounds for this suspicion whatsoever. Put yourself in her shoes, assuming they see her as a prisoner here. No, even more so, if they do, she deserves to be treated humanely.
Assigned.
I always thought our men were a bit more noble-minded, but... Look, I understand this is a stressful line of work, but to make her the scapegoat...
You've got it wrong. Quiet? She's with Cypher. We have men that lost their buddies to her organization.
You could say that about more than just her. Plenty of the men used to fight for another side. But they've all put that aside to work for the boss.
Cypher is different. And if you ask me, the boss is the biggest problem.
Damn!
Why is he protecting her? Some of the guys are starting to suspect him of... I don't agree with keeping her here either.
So what's your move? Throw her out? Kill her? She's our ticket to Cypher. And her physical abilities are outstanding. We could use someone like her.
Don't make me sick.
Her marksmanship, speed, stealth capabilities for a start. Then, there are the other things we've learned. Quiet appears to be able to use both eyes as master eyes simultaneously. That lets her track targets of different focal lengths at once. While looking through the scope with one eye, she can look for new targets with the other. That's why she doesn't need a spotter. She can operate alone, no matter the circumstances.
See, I told you she's a freak. No one would be able to control her.
No, there's one person who could.
Hey, you trying to get the boss killed?
Well, why don't we talk to him? See if he's willing to take her along.
I don't like this.
It's his decision to make. The two of them might even make a good team.
me 1 sec. While I play more.
Where is she? You mean quiet?
Where is she?
In her cell, of course. Why did you send her out with the boss on that mission? She proved herself well enough, didn't she? The boss sure knows talent when he sees it. That woman will never be one of us. She's targeting him. Don't forget, we do owe her one. What's that supposed to mean? Remember what happened when she first got here? She shot down the aircraft Cypher sent after us. Not only that, she hit the cockpit. Who else could have done that? We're talking about a fighter jet traveling at Mach speed. What's your point? If she hadn't been there, the boss's chopper would be at the bottom of the ocean right now. Or it would have been followed right back to Mother Base. So let's say she does have some elaborate scheme in the works. If you want to catch her in the act, all we can do is sit back and wait. On the other hand, if she swears allegiance to the boss like our other Fulton recruits, he couldn't ask for a better partner. She's got you fooled. I have eyes on her. If she tries anything, she'll regret it. We lose nothing either way.
Oh shit, whoops. Forgot those were hotkeys. Heyo. That's gonna be big oopsie on my end.
Boss, sorry to keep you waiting.
Kept me waiting, huh?
Analyzing that yellow cake Cypher was moving. There was nothing unusual about the composition of the yellow cake itself. Most of it was oxidized uranium, with the rest being impurities, various metals as well as traces of organic matter. What's interesting is the composition of these impurities. When we checked them against the impurities found in the copper ore, it was clear the yellow cake didn't come from Shinkalobwe, meaning they went to the trouble of mining 2 sources of uranium, then transported them together in different states. Another thing, we detected a very thin layer of highly enriched uranium in the middle of the yellow cake. Now that is very interesting. It may not be a lot, but it points to the existence of uranium enriching technology. After all, yellow cake can't naturally produce highly enriched uranium. If they could mass produce this, they'd be just 1 step away from a gun barrel type nuclear bomb. But uranium enrichment requires advanced technology and a large-scale facility. If that kind of place existed in Zaire, the Soviet Union wouldn't sit idly by. And there's another question. Where were they transporting the yellow cake and malachite uranium? The first place that comes to mind is South Africa. The government was supposed to have abandoned nuclear weapons development after caving to international pressure. But rumors persist that it's continued in secret. Plus, CRS were escorting the truck, and they're based out of South Africa. And then South Africa does have an abandoned test site. If Cypher's involved with nuclear development in South Africa. But how would that fit with their weapon to surpass Metal Gear? We need more information. Shinkalobwe. There's a name I haven't heard in a while. The U.S. bought a lot of uranium from Shinkalobwe mine during World War II for the Manhattan Project. They even sent a squad from the Army Corps of Engineers to reopen the mine after it was flooded. That's how good its uranium must have been. With that, the world's first nuclear test was a success. Shinkalobwe uranium might have been used in the Hiroshima and Nagasaki bombs too. Just hearing its name is like seeing all the phantoms of the war rise up to haunt us. But all the uranium's dried up, and the mine's been closed for years. So someone reopened it? Right. Zero Risk Security seized control of the area and were forcing locals to work in it. And the Zairean government was getting a slice of what they took in exchange for looking the other way. Mobutu has to finance his tastes somehow. He'll gladly sell the rights to some old mine. The question is, why would Zero Risk Security do this kind of thing? Or rather, why were their employers, Cypher, interested in an abandoned mine? Maybe getting trace amounts of uranium, yet to the naked eye it appears to be ordinary malachite. Meaning security would be lax. Not a very efficient way of obtaining it, but easier to move. But how would they enrich it at its destination? Did the yellow cake really have a layer of highly enriched uranium in it? Having trouble believing it? No. If they say it's real, then it's real. In which case, they might have some enrichment method that we don't know about. And this was to test it out. It's possible. And that would mean it's almost complete.
Let's have some more cassette tapes.
Zero-risk security aren't as hardcore a military outfit
Also, can
compared to the other two PFs.
Disconnect? Yeah.
In this region. The company sends operators to conflict regions
There we
around
go.
the world, not just Africa. They have decades of combined experience.
I have literally
Also
zero
based out of
interest in
South
going
Africa.
off online
Their
with this
headquarters
anymore,
is in
so...
Johannesburg. A lot of their work involves corporate security for South African companies, but a good number of their operators are retired South African military. So don't mistake them for a bunch of security guards. Rogue Coyote operates mainly out of Africa these days. Of the three PFs, they're the smallest. However, they scooped up most of the Rhodesian SAS after the country collapsed 4 years ago. Picture their entire organization as one big special forces unit. With Rhodesia a British colony, the Rhodesian SAS had its origins in 22 SAS Sea Squadron. They started out as a group known as the Southern Rhodesia Volunteers. But in 51 they were incorporated into 22 SAS as members of the British Commonwealth and deployed to fight guerrillas in the Malayan emergency. Even now, 22 SAS keeps the Sea Squadron designation empty in recognition of their service. In a way, you could say the SAS almost makes up the core of Rogue Coyote. Later on, they were bolstered by other talent, including former Celis Scouts and 32 Battalion. These guys are direct descendants of the best special forces in the world. They won't go down without a fight. Don't get careless. Kungenga Mine. The civil war's been going on in that region for the last 20 years. It's being fought by what are now two ethnic groups, the Buta and the Mbele. Originally, you could barely tell them apart, but the reason for the current armed conflict goes back to World War I. After the war, their land was colonized by a European power, and it decided to give local control to the Buta. That split the two groups into rulers and subjects, laying the foundations for an inevitable civil war. The friction between them remained even after they won independence from Europe. The Buta are holding on to power to this day, and the Mbele rebels continue to fight
You have
back.
obtained Fire Horse? That's rad.
Locally mined gold, rare metals, diamonds. They've used the money from those to arm themselves, buy oil, and even hire PFs. The Buta administration owns the mining rights to Kungenga Mine. But most of the laborers are Mbele, who they've taken prisoner. The product they've gouged out of their land is bought up by cheap Western corporations. And the civil war is fueled by the profits. That's how it goes. One country's people is split apart by another country. Then the two groups tear up their own land for money in order to fight each other. Now this civil war started by a foreign power is the norm, and it's sucking up all the country's resources. PFs are just the same. They follow the money, taking war with them wherever they go.
Gotta follow the money.
That goes for us too. It's an endless river of bloody retaliation, and we're standing downstream. Should we make a stand and staunch the flow? Or wade in amongst the corpses and make a bigger splash than the rest? We'll follow your lead, boss.
I mean, like, listen. I feel like the boss really wanted to, like, unite.
Mission accepted.
Because she went to
Heading
space and
to
she was like,
Central
yo,
Africa.
in space, all that border shit doesn't matter. And, like, that's what made her cool. Well, I guess not. Just need Water Horse, Ice Horse, and yes, the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Water Horse, Ice Horse, Lightning Horse, Fire Horse. Ollie, it's for story purposes, okay? Get off my back. Bring the dog once quiet's thing for me has gone up to 100. Ollie, story purposes.
Eliminate the high-ranking CFA official in charge of supplying weapons to UNITA. The target stays at Nova Braga Airport. Head to the airport first.
Oh, an attack helicopter? Oh, jeez. I better go ahead and hit that one button right now.
Please specify a project. Please select a drop point.
Be careful down there, boss.
Supply drop complete.
Boss, we have an emergency. Mother Base is under attack. The enemy is over on one of our platforms, and they're holding some of our staff hostage. If we don't do something, they'll try to take off with our men. That would mean losing some of our finest manpower. Boss, take back that platform. This is a race against time. For all of us. Get on this mission right away, boss.
I just got here, though. Fine.
Please select a mission. Mission accepted. Heading to Mother Base.
Well, I'm up one rocket launcher, I guess.
Deploying.
Infiltrate the platform under enemy control and eliminate their commander. The moment they lose their chain of command, we'll move in and suppress the rest.
Alright.
The enemy have taken some of our staff hostage and are threatening to kill them if they're attacked. You can't rely on support from us this time. Anything we do might be seen as an attack. Boss, forgive me. Can't believe I let an enemy force in right under my nose. But one thing's for sure. They're gonna pay for it. Make certain of that, boss.
I guess, dude.
The map has been updated.
Be careful down there, boss.
You have arrived at your destination.
Thought this was gonna lead to something, but I suppose not.
You have arrived at your destination.
Wake up, sheeple!
CP, this is Zulu 6. Signs of enemy activity. Tightening security. Over. This is CP. Understood. Keep your eyes open. Out.
Up we go.
Clouds approaching.
Haha. He can't see me. The hell? Why can't I climb up this? Fine, I guess. Well, that may. Are you assing me? Fuck that angle. I guess this also is not the place I was supposed to go. Just climbing pipes. Pipe climbing. Oh.
Boss, that's a serious.
Didn't realize I wouldn't be able to use that.
Snake, talk to me! Snake!
Wow, I get no choice. I just have to do it. Oh. No, they just kill bitches. Okay. I failed. Oopsie. Cool.
Eliminate the high-ranking CFA official in charge of supplying weapons to UNITA. The target stays at Nova Braga Airport. Head to the airport first.
presence detected. The map has been updated. You have arrived at your destination.
I sure have, Squirtle.
Great, you made it. I've sent the information to your map screen. That's the target's predicted location. Check all around the target and plan carefully before moving in.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
I'm sorry, I forgot what I was doing here. I'm a senile old fool. What was I doing here? Okay, and eliminate an official? Okay.
Sun will rise momentarily.
Boss, we've just received word that the arms dealer due to inspect Nova Braga Airport is on his way. Once his chopper has arrived, he'll be touring the facilities along with the target. Let him bring the target out into your line of fire. He's coming too. Roger that.
He ascends. That he does.
That's an enemy gunship. Don't try to take down a gunship from the front. You won't win in a head-to-head shootout. Try to get behind it and take it down with missiles. The chopper headed your way has turned back. The inspection's canceled. You'll have to find the target yourself.
Okay, cool, dude. Very cool, everyone. Very cool.
Snake,
Where's
are
my
you okay?
goddamn chicken hat?
Snake!
I want my chicken hat. Give me my fucking chicken hat. This, what I'm building right here, this is a summoning circle, okay? We're performing some alchemy. This is Friday Night Alchemy. We are attempting to summon the chicken hat. And here we go.
Boss, what happened? Boss!
I must have fucked up the summoning circle. Yo, seriously though, one more time though. I just want the chicken hat at this point. I so don't care.
Talk to me.
I think it knows. I don't think I can actually suicide out for chicken hat. I don't think I can actually do that. That's not a thing. I can't believe they would keep that from me like that. Those bitches. They even made me use up one of my C4. Oh, it's on now. It's on like Diddy Kong.
Great, you made it. I've sent the information to your map screen. That's the target's predicted
Run
location.
into bullets for
Check
half.
around the target and plan carefully before moving in.
No, fuck it. I'll just go gung-ho.
The map has been updated.
See how far I get not even bothering to sneak. Hey, fuck you, dude. No stopping.
Momentarily.
How do you even see me, sir? Whatever. Later. Some losers are trying to use mortars. Oh, we got ourselves a walkie-talkie. Fuck you. Oh, bitch. I'm gonna survive. You ain't gonna ride. Give me this shit. That shit too.
Clouds approaching.
Ow. Bitch! Get out. Hey, Quiet, you can start killing shit now. Oh, I think Quiet just killed shit. Radical. I'm Ethan Bradbury!
Looks like the inspection's off the table.
Has been
Find
updated.
another way to locate the target.
Hey, bitch, you know where the target is? Radical.
The map has been updated.
That's
Hey,
the
bitch,
target.
what do you know? Oh, you're the target? Oh, you're coming with me then. Oh, love. You coming with me, love. Hey, hey, hey. Nobody move or he gets it. Ow. You idiot. You fucked up. Yeet. Aren't you tired of being nice? Don't you just want to go ape shit?
Development complete.
Fuck that camera in particular. Didn't even do anything to me, but I know it would if it could.
Good. You've completed the objective. Now get out of there.
Rad. Where's the anti-air in this place? I'm gonna look it up. That's not the anti-air. Gotta get that dish rotation. That good. Oh, right there. And good enough for me.
You destroyed their anti-air radar?
Hell yeah, I
That wasn't
did.
one of the targets, but that's put a hole in their air surveillance. The chopper will be able to get in close now. You can designate a landing zone near the outpost.
Support helicopter requested. Development complete. Development complete.
This is B-Quad. Approaching position.
Development complete.
What's up, Pequod?
Support helicopter has arrived.
I have arrived at marker. Cover fire. In hot.
Oh, this bitch don't even know about him.
In hot. Watch out, boss.
Nah. You do you, bitch. Just don't hit me.
Target acquired. In hot.
Nice,
Rockets
Pequod.
away.
Oh my god, really? Shit. Shit, Pequod.
P1 is in hot. Find cover. Target acquired.
Oh.
This is B-Quad. No targets remaining. Ending attack run and we'll stand by at LZ.
Radical.
This is B-Quad. Have arrived at LZ. We'll stand by.
Device support helicopter has arrived.
So, this may be better played as not a stealth game. I mean, you can certainly play it that way, but I just got a lot more mileage of going ham.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Works for me.
Development project has been added.
Yes, mission complete. Boss, that was it. Boss, about that target you extracted. He says he wants to work for us. Having talked to him, he doesn't seem that bad a guy. Apparently the arms dealer's people demanded they prolong the conflict, and he couldn't go against the management. That doesn't excuse everything he did, but his skills will make him a useful asset. Let's put him to good use.
Contact forces. Got ourselves a Doom Kangaroo and a Fire Kangaroo.
We've begun
Kangaroo.
development on that new battle gear weapon that Emmerich was talking about. If you want to see how development's going, come take a look for yourself.
Alright. The seashells. The seashells. almost like a shagahod. Hey, what up? I'm all bloody and shit. Nice coffee stain, dipshit. That sure is a chassis of some sort. Maybe not. I may be using that word wrong. Oh, shout out to those floppy drives, though.
Clouds approaching.
This sure exists. I'm good. I don't know why I came here in the first place. Grass is natural camouflage. Do it. Or else. Oh my god, Ollie, I just saw what you sent me in the DMs, and that is amazing.
Roger.
I'm pretty sure I actually...
Arriving shortly at LZ.
Captions are good. I'm glad you like them.
This is Pequod. Have arrived at LZ. Will stand by.
Support helicopter has arrived.
Cool. They're good. Sometimes they're gold. That's good. I did it mainly for, like, you know, accessibility purposes. Like, sure, it can be funny as hell, but also I like to be more accessible. But it being funny is a pretty good side effect, eh?
Please specify a project.
Alright, where is that Fisto? What are we missing? Just a bigger, better R&D team? I am like so done with this waiting bullshit.
Development project has been added.
Okay, so like, let's go over to base facilities. Because I'm like 5 billion% done. Because all it is just grinding. All it is just grinding. And I've disconnected myself from the internet to make sure I'm not going to affect anyone else with this. I'm just gonna fucking cheat. I don't care. I super don't care. I don't care if I get banned. It ain't fun. Alright, first thing I need is fuel resources. No, that's not what I want. New scan. Okay. Must reach my maximum. Oh, you have reached your maximum item capacity. Eat burrito and then have ice cream to fucking die in a few hours. Oh, Ollie, I am so sorry.
Please specify a project.
That sounds like one wild ride right there. Fucking, you can get a squirt gun in this game. It's great. I already got it, actually. Fuck it, I'll equip it.
Development project has been added.
Just let me get this shit underway. Because I've officially stopped giving any semblance of a fuck.
Please select a mission.
I guess I gotta retake the platform. Great. I'm gonna come in all scary and bloody and shit. Alright, we going in with the water pistol, obviously. And, let's see. G44. UNR. Fuck it, I'll try the G44. I don't know if I've ever used it before. And we'll break out. Yeah, we'll keep our gun. Fucking sleeping gas mine? Hell yeah. Why not? Listen, anything I'm gonna use that mine for, I'm probably gonna use C4 for first. Plus, yeah, I don't give a shit. Let's go.
Deploying.
Infiltrate the platform under enemy control and eliminate their commander. The moment they lose their chain of command, we'll move in and suppress the rest. The enemy have taken some of our staff hostage and are threatening to kill them if they're attacked. You can't rely on support from us this time. Anything we do might be seen as an attack. Boss, forgive me. Can't believe I let an enemy force in right under my nose. But one thing's
Your
for
nose.
sure.
It's like right
Gonna pay
here.
for it.
It's like right
Serve
here,
my
Miller.
boss.
Right under it.
The map has been updated.
Alright, you ready for some tactical water pistol action? Let's go, let's do this. You ready for this? You ready for this tactics?
Hands up. On the ground. Spit it out. Where are the others?
The map has been updated.
Hey! Get me down from here!
You see these water pistol strats though? Are you not entertained? Hope you're entertained. I'm gonna die for these strats. Fire in your hole. Suppressing fire? More like suppressing water. Alright. Gotcha, bitch. Fuck it. Water pistol only on this map. Let's go.
Roger that.
Water pistol and CQC only.
Caution. Rain approaching.
Oh, that hurts.
That's a serious injury. It won't heal on its own. You'll need to treat it with first aid.
Constipation right now inside me.
Covering fire! Got it! Below! Got it! No retreat! Damn it! Keep suppressing fire!
Bitch! See, this is how you really play this game. Alright, alright, alright. Water pistol CQC. Here are the rules. Rule number 1. Ow. Anyways, before I was so rudely interrupted. Alright, water pistol CQC rules. Rule number 1, you can't actually CQC unless you've successfully stunned them with the water pistol. Number 2, you can only water pistol in CQC. I'm bad at this. I'm bad at water pistols, but you can't blame me for trying. But you gotta admit, there is one absolute 100% advantage that this gun gets that you don't get until the infinite bandana, and that is infinite ammo. Just gotta imagine he's got like a big old flask of water on him.
CP, this is Delta 4. Lost visual contact. Heading to last known position. Over.
Bitch, you don't even know my last known position. It's raining. I got a water pistol. Did you just kill your own dude, you fool? Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Just kind of floated down.
Boss, what happened? Boss!
Alright, so that was fun, but I'm not gonna try that water pistol thing again. I'd rather just be ruthless at this point. Retract the platform! Retract the platform! Retract the platform!
Infiltrate the platform under enemy control and eliminate their commander. The moment they lose their chain of command, we'll move in and suppress the rest. The enemy have taken some of our staff hostage and are threatening to kill them if they're attacked. You can't rely
Shit,
on
I'll
support
kill them
from us
first.
this time. Anything we do might be seen as an attack. Boss, forgive me. Can't believe I let an enemy force in right under my nose. But one thing's for sure. They're gonna pay for it. Make certain of that, boss.
Whoa, game. Give me. You could not lag on me, game. That would be nice. Well, there's...
Boss, come in. Boss? Boss!
Well, let's keep escalating.
I'll retrieve the dark forces with the same dark forces.
Infiltrate the platform under enemy control and eliminate
Yeah,
their
you and me
commander.
both, boss.
The moment they lose their chain of command, we'll move in and suppress the rest. The enemy have taken some of our staff hostage and are threatening to kill them if they're attacked. You can't rely on support from us this time. Anything we do might be seen as an attack. Boss, forgive me. Can't believe I let an enemy force in right under my nose. But one thing's for sure. They're gonna pay for it. Make certain of that, boss.
Well, if that's the way they want it. Wow, this guy.
You gotta extract him.
Contact! Fire!
You have arrived at your destination.
Boss, come in. Boss? Boss!
Thing is, there's like no tension and
Infiltrate the platform under enemy control and
I feel
eliminate
more
their commander.
tension and
The
fun
moment they
going
lose their chain
ham
of
in this
command,
game than I
we'll move in
do
and suppress
sneaking
the rest.
in
The
a
enemy
Metal
have taken
Gear
some of our
Solid
staff
game.
hostage and are threatening to kill them if they're
That's
attacked.
saying something because I don't
You can't
really
rely on support from us this time.
feel much.
Anything we do might be seen as an attack. Boss, forgive me. Can't believe I let an enemy force in right under my nose. But one thing's for sure. They're gonna pay for it. Make certain of that, boss.
You get a bit.
Leave the rest to us.
Never.
You gonna extract him?
Ceasefire! Ceasefire! Fire! Fire!
I might as well turn into Big Boss. Might as well become the straight up villain. Why not? Damn, that always rough. I better throw more nades down there.
Hey, quit kidding around. Snake? Snake!
I would rather be
under enemy
playing my
control and
steady
eliminate their
games right
commander.
now.
The moment they lose their chain of command, we'll move in and suppress the rest. The enemy have taken some of our staff
I'm not
hostage.
upset that I
They're
can't do
threatening to kill
this.
them
I'm
if they're
just
attacked.
bored.
You can't rely on support from us this time. Anything we do might be seen as an attack. Boss, forgive me. Can't believe I let an enemy force in right under my nose. But one thing's for sure. They're gonna pay for it. Make certain of that, boss.
Ha 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 ha, make you wet yourself.
CP, this is Zulu 1. We're hearing gunfire. Unknown location. Over. This is CP. Understood.
I don't know how you could see me through there, but
That's a thing that just happened.
You have arrived at your destination.
Indeed I have, lady.
Caution, rain approaching. You have arrived at your destination.
No helicopter anything, huh?
That was the last of the hostages. You can tell me what the big idea was later. For now, take out the target.
Didn't realize the hostages were down there.
Target is no longer a threat. Boss, you just saved Diamond Dogs from a major crisis. Leave the rest to us.
Attention hostile force. We have eliminated your commander. Escape is impossible. Lay down your weapons immediately. Surrender now. You will not be fired upon.
Mission complete. Boss, listen a moment.
Mission list
I want to bolster our
updated.
security to guard against enemy attacks. What I have in mind is to create a security team that can defend each of the platforms. Can I go ahead with that? So from now on, give give some thought to building up the security team as well. One other thing. To divert some of the risk posed by our enemies, I'd like to construct a forward operating base. The more bases we have, the more staff we can house and the more materials we can secure.
Yeah, that's cool, I guess. We ain't getting it though, it seems, so... Sorry.
Please specify a project. Development project has been added.
Even though I'm literally never gonna use a bait bottle in all my life.
Development project has been added.
Yeah, why not? Get them all. Get them while they're hot. The hottest ever. Sure, get the gold one, why not? Alright, that's what we got, and what we got's got good. Let's go to the White Mamba.
Mission accept. Heading to Central Africa.
Fuck it. Let's start experimenting. I wanna do shit. I wanna go places. I wanna be someone. You know I gotta hit somebody. You know I gotta hit somebody. Someone like you. Oh, wow, wow, oh, wow. Fuck it, let's get gold up in this bitch. Decoy? Is more like electromagnets. Mine? That's fine. It's a fine mine. Magazine? More like... decoy. I mean, that's basically what I'm doing when I'm going for my magazine anyway. Come on, quiet. We gotta get your shit up. I gotta extract some white mamba. The white mamba.
White Mamba, the child soldier's commander, and bring him back to Mother Base. First off, head for Bwala Yamasa.
Does Snake change which side he starts on depending on where you look? Because if so, that's cool, actually. I am fucking Herbie fully loaded up at this bench.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. The map has been updated. A child has died.
Oh, that was a kid?
Boss, you killed a child.
I didn't mean to.
This mission.
Yeah, fair. I didn't realize. I don't fucking know.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Your target, the White Mamba, showed up in this village out of the blue and took command of the child soldiers. The surrounding villages have been victims of their raids and brutality ever since. But if you extract their commander, those kids will have no choice but to stand down. Should wrap up the whole situation.
Nice.
They're still kids. You can't kill any one of them, including the commander. If things get rough, neutralize them by knocking them out or by tranquilizing them.
Wow, I brought all my lethal shit to what happens to be a non-lethal.
You have arrived at your destination.
My goddamn luck.
Development complete.
Yeesh, to think one of these people could be Raiden.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Thankfully, I do remember this mission, so I know exactly where to look for Mr. Mambo number 5.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Hopefully I can just speedrun this shit, essentially. I can clobber the shit out of these kids. Wow, that little shit kid killed me.
Hey, quit kidding around. Snake? Snake!
Can't hit yes fast enough.
Activation stealth assist.
And you know what that means.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
So that commander thinks he can take you on. Use your trank gun, CQC, anything you like. But teach him a lesson already.
Come on, kid. This is one of the most ridiculous things I've ever been privy to in my entire life. Oh, fucking joust, kid? Let's go. Whoops. Oh, there's so many of them. Bitch got a chip on his shoulder a mile wide when I'm done with him. Hey, no, it was badly timed on my end. I'll give you that. I'll give you that, little kid. Good for capitalizing on it. Little punk. What the hell are you playing that? Some bitches with their guns? No fair. I'm Herbie fully loaded up in this bitch and I can't use any of it. Heard that guy. Back up, didn't he? Come on. You bastard!
Not yet, Snake! It's not over yet!
Calm down, Harry Potter, right? Oh,
It's not over yet!
Commander.
Just the fucking zoom in with the chicken hat. That's the funniest shit in the. Oh, I gotta clip that for Ollie later. Holy shit, that was so funny.
Mission info has been updated. Support helicopter requested.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at
Oh,
OD.
rad. The asshole's gonna try and shoot me more.
This is P-Quad. Have arrived at LZ.
I'm gonna stand the fuck down.
Support helicopter has arrived.
By the way, how do you know my name, you little bitch? Oops. Oh. Never be game over. See, he got game over, but he's gonna act like he doesn't got game over. Oh my god, fuck everything. I'm using the chicken hat from now on. Look at this fucking guy.
Extraction arrived at Mother.
Alright, mission complete, boss. Maybe you'll actually break a sweat next time, huh?
This can break this sweat. What's up? Wait, do I not get the chicken hat now? Oh.
Welcome to Outer Heaven. We got rules around here. Never draw a weapon on a fellow soldier. You got that? Anyone here can use a knife or a gun. What you're gonna learn is how to use your head.
No, he's never gonna learn that. Spoiler alert.
When you get that under your belt, then you're free to leave.
Never be game over. bitch, you come the hell back here. Damn right, make it Skippy Pequod. Skippy Quad.
On station at LZ. Gaining altitude.
Mission list updated.
Ah, right. Yeah, I don't care then. Hey, so, you know how it be. Listen to this tasty jam. While I hit the bathroom. And I will be right back. And we're back. Whoops. Strap decided to just yeet right off. Same with that one. Jeez. Shall we go ahead and listen to some more tapes?
Boss, about those invalids you saw in that devil's house.
Poor bastards. All strapped down to the beds, with those lumps on their chest.
The medical staff tell me they were probably a type of cyst.
Cysts can get that big.
In some cases, yes. But supposing they're a kind of atheroma forming on the surface of the skin, the size is just too big, and the appearance is all wrong. In the end, the medical team were at a loss. Those lumps were like nothing they'd ever seen. The fluid you said you got on your prosthesis when you touched one was burned off in the fighting, and the factory burned down too. None of the tests we did once you were back at the base revealed a pathogen that could have caused them. Meaning we don't have a single sample to work with.
Everything went up in flames.
What worries the medical team most is whether it's contagious. Whether there's a chance we could end up like that.
And?
Mother Base's sanitation control has always been strict. After all, war is great at transporting diseases. For the time being, at least. There's no sign of contagion or any symptoms that could be related. One more thing. About the surgery that had been performed on the people in the Devil's House.
Yeah?
You said that their throats were cut open, with an acoustic tube pushed inside?
Right. The tubes were hooked up to tape recorders playing some kind of audio.
Well, we picked up some of that audio through your radio transmissions and recorded it here. The intel team has been working on analyzing the communications log.
What have they found?
There's nothing tying the contents together. We've got a report on 3 deaths in a car accident on the autoroute near Marseille. Protests outside the Libyan embassy in London. A press conference with the former Prime Minister of Sweden. A 4-month-old weather forecast for Balikpapan. And then commercials for appliances, cough syrup, and TV dinners. Assuming they're not all staged, they come off as recordings of your average public broadcasts.
Public broadcasts? Just radio and TV signals?
Yes, and from all over the world. We're looking into whether they're genuine or not, just to be sure. What else? A speech that sounds like it was recorded out on the street, and people chatting about how this year's tomato crop did.
And there's nothing they have in common?
We're partway through the cryptanalysis. That includes checking all audio ranges and running it backward and at different speeds. Then there's vocabulary breakdown for political suggestions, ideological comment points. But I don't think it's going to get us anywhere.
Where were the recordings made?
There's nothing linking them from that angle either. Just like you reported, we've detected virtually every major language there is. French, German, Italian, Spanish, including South American accents. Then there's Russian, Hindi, Arabic, Portuguese, Mandarin, Cantonese, Japanese.
They getting a world tour.
Nothing if not thorough.
Well, I don't know if we've got them all covered. Ignoring the ones that have gone extinct, supposedly over 5,000 languages exist today. Besides, English isn't one of the ones we picked up.
Really? English?
I know. Only 5% of the world's population is a native English speaker. But when you factor in those who've acquired it as a second language, nearly 1/3 of the people speak it. The world's dominant lingua franca. You gotta figure they had it somewhere among all the languages in that place.
No English.
Bear in mind, we didn't hear everything that was played in that room. We couldn't isolate the more distant sounds due to static and the program could have been set to change every day. In a nutshell, for reasons unknown, people in that room with a common medical condition were made to listen to recordings in languages from around the world. It's not clear how the growths on their chests fit into it. It could have been treatment for them, or maybe an experiment of some kind.
I'm guessing one person knows.
Yeah, Skullface. He was there. The only thing we can say for sure is that he's involved.
Alright, time for some close contact.
Mission accepted. Heading to Central Africa.
Let's rock.
Deploying.
Close contact.
Rescue the 2 prisoners being held in a guard post to the southwest of Ngumba Industrial Zone. The targets are civilians.
That sounds like a
One male,
Sonic
one
level.
female. Apparently they're specialists sent out there to investigate infectious diseases. They were frequent visitors to that devil's house at Zoyama. If you recover them, we'll finally be able to get first-hand account. What's been going on in that place?
Be careful down there, boss.
This is more of the tapes while we go.
The White Mamba, Nyokayam Pembe. He's the commander of the kids based out of Wala Yamasa. As you know, contract forces of Africa were stationed at that village. Anti-government forces hired CRS to bring kids there from around Africa for training. But at some point, the adults with the PF started dropping like flies. This was right after we arrived in Africa. We don't know the cause. The kids ended up on their own. Must have been like fish out of water. Nothing to eat, no way to get back
Maybe it
home.
was because that
All the adults taught
that
them was
disease,
how to use a gun.
that lung
They
shit.
could shoot targets, but hunt for food? Not likely. They wouldn't have lasted long. Then the White Mamba showed up. He was faster and stronger than them, a better soldier, and he knew how to lead. I guess somebody wished upon a star, because their savior turned up like stardust straight out of the blue. The moment he arrived, the kids had their new commander. That was when they started attacking other villages. Word of the infamous White Mamba spread fast. But it isn't just his combat skills that got people talking. As you can tell from the name, he's the only light-skinned kid in the unit. Not to mention the blonde hair and the blue eyes. Not common in those parts.
Yeah, not common
We
at
have no
all. What's
idea
up with
where
that?
he came from or what he's experienced. The kid's a huge blank. But I'm sure you'll know him when you see him. One other thing.
Boss, an enemy squad is on its way to the guard post.
Careful not to hit him.
Watch
with
yourself.
a rifle. Not even a flesh wound. Our mission objective isn't just suppressing a bunch of militants. This is a DDR operation of the kids in that unit. DDR
A Dance Dance Revolution? Oh.
Demobilization and reintegration. Disarmament is obvious. We take their weapons off their hands. The demobilization part means dismantling their military organization to ensure they can't arm themselves again. To do that, you need to capture the unit's commander and have him order his men to disband. In this case, the commander is the White Mamba. There's nobody above him, so he's all we need to grab. Finally, reintegration. Through education and occupational training, we give them a means to live besides war. A lot of kids born in a war zone don't know any other way to live. So before they find themselves back there, we teach them another skill. I'd like to establish this rehabilitation process at Mother Base. That's why we're bringing those kids back here. It's not so much for their sake. It's for the world that we're trying to create. No other way about it.
That's actually
Those kids
super
are
noble.
amateurs. Bad for business to have them running around where we're trying to work. Bring them all back if possible. Or as many as you can.
Enemy presence detected. The mapped clouds approaching. Analysis complete. Enemy analysis complete. The map has been updated.
I missed you, dog.
Analysis complete. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Chef, dit is jullie team. Ons woordschoten, die oorsprongsonbekend. Oor. Dat is CFD, vergeet. Alle eenheden, hou vast en punt enige indringers. Uit.
Enemy presence detected.
Scrambling.
The map has been updated.
Alles gespannen, de CFD. Alle eenheden, naar onze positie. Head home. Alle eenheden, naar
Head home.
positie.
We gonna snack together?
Has been updated.
You need to help her.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
You gotta extract him.
Looks like we're gonna need some real force. Wait, they hadn't spotted me before? What is this malarkey?
Development complete.
Yep, for real. Nice shot, Wyatt.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Ik wil niet, trek niet.
Where are your friends?
The map has been updated.
Later, loser.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Where are your friends?
Map has been updated.
Later, loser.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Oh, when did you say you survived the food? I'm sorry, I didn't even see you. I think I was having a moment.
Spit it out. Where are your friends?
The map has been updated.
it's just in space.
Spit it out. Where are the others?
The map has been updated.
Hey! You might come here off!
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
That was a pure ass brain fart. I ain't even gonna front. Alright, we got no info where the other guy is.
Quiet.
Be quiet. What's up? Hey, girl. These bitches? Got him. Y'all coming to me now. Bad. Bad, bitch. Bad. Shit.
Development project.
Oh shit, there was another one. Oh no, that's just a wild animal habitat. Huh. Seriously though. Oh. What are you doing all the way out over here, eh? I get the hell out, bro. Oh, that was a guy.
Amazing, boss. Getting both prisoners out in that situation.
Mission
Yeah.
Great work. Now exfiltrate.
Alright. Great work, boss. Now exfoliate.
extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Okay.
Exfiltrated hot.
Right, you're out of the hot zone. No enemy forces in pursuit. Mission complete.
Development complete.
Mission complete. Great work. the 2 targets in quarantine. They don't show signs of anything, but we'll monitor them just the same. If they had access to the Devil's House, I doubt they were sent there by some health organization. Cypher used them, and would have eliminated them eventually. But we'll protect them here. They've agreed to that. After all, we helped them out of the country as promised. The mission's complete.
Got it.
But boss, they've been behind the curtains at Ngamba. They examine the patients there nearly every day. They told us the patients were being made to listen to voices on tape. But the male target added something interesting. He said he doesn't know what was on the tapes because there was no English version. Of all the voices that were shoved down those people's throats, English wasn't one of them.
Damn, that's wild.
Boss, staying on the battlefield that long will have a negative impact on your health. Why not head back to Mother Base for a shower once in a while?
Alright.
The boss is back. Let's go refuel and load up on artillery.
We're good to go, Chief.
What's the matter?
That wasn't to death, was it? What are you doing, girl?
Stop this! Now!
What the fuck, you freak?
Give me a hand!
Yeet.
Hold her still!
Game!
Dismissed.
Payback for how they treated her?
Doesn't explain the others. She had every chance to kill them. Tight security on her cell. This happens a second time. There won't be a third.
A tiny eyebrow raise. Hello.
Boss, about Eli.
Hey,
I heard that one product of the Les Enfants Terribles project went missing in Africa. The age would be about right. Now, I'm not saying I think it's Eli, but I want to run a genetic test all the same. Don't worry, I'll have it done without him noticing.
Boss!
The test may take some time, but I'll tell you as soon as we have the results.
Hey. Quiet. You alright?
everything I have.
You just gonna chill? Alright.
Boss, I'm ready for dispatch. Send me on a mission.
Bye. Got time to train with me?
Oh, Frogo? Nah. Bit back. Damn! You didn't get KO'd out of that.
Thanks for that, boss.
No problem.
Roger.
This is Pequod. Arriving shortly at LZ.
We're getting those animals out, boss.
Yeah, no problem. They pay us.
This is Pequod. On station at LZ. Gaining altitude.
Rewards. Give me that shit. Yeah, cool. Copper iguana and shit. And a hippo. Can we do any base yet? Fuck. It's so hard to get those resources.
Please specify a project. Development project has been added. Development project has been added.
Okay, well, fucking, I don't know.
Please select a
I guess
mission.
let's go do this one. A group of child soldiers broke away. Abduct the XO. Extract
Mission
everybody.
accepted.
Got
Heading
it.
to Central Africa.
I bless the rains down in Central Africa. Gonna take some time to do the things we never had.
Deploying.
Bow, 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 bow. Oh, the wild dogs cry out in the night. They grow restless, longing for some solitary company. I know that I must do what's right. Sure as Kilimanjaro rises like Olympus above the Serengeti.
Your mission objectives are to extract the child soldier's commander and their captive, the General's number 2. This child soldier platoon decided to break away from the Mbeli militants. They took the number 2 captive and have occupied an abandoned village. Start by checking that location on your map. Boss, the child soldiers will treat you as an enemy, but they're just kids. See that they don't get hurt.
We'll see that they don't get hurt.
been updated.
Be careful down there, boss.
Alright, let's head out.
Reconnaissance is best conducted from high vantage points. I've marked a good spot on your map. Take a look at your iDroid.
The map has been updated.
Alright. I'd like you to do a scout. Done tying for real this time? Hey, Ollie.
Infiltrated out the map.
I'm
has
so
been
sorry I had to
updated.
deal with that. That sounds super rough. You just don't learn, do you?
You have arrived at your destination.
There he is, the commander. Extract him.
The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Wow. Don't you dare quiet, these are
Enemy
kids.
presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map prisoner has died.
No? What the fuck, Ollie? There's a reason I've got the Z's on top of them whenever I'm done with them. I'm tranquilizing them.
Guard post captured.
Did you think the big ol' Z's were for show?
Caution.
Didn't see the
rain
Z's.
approaching.
Ah, fair enough.
Enemy presence detected.
Oh, phone
map
screen.
has been
That's a lot
updated.
more understandable. Yeah, that's fair.
Support helicopter requested.
There's no way you can don't hurt any of those kids. Disengage, or use your tranquilizer pistol or CQC to put him down gently.
I've got a stunny.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ.
That said, we can absolutely clobber them.
Have arrived at LZ.
And that's pretty funny.
Enemy presence detected.
Okay, that's the General's brother, his number 2. Get him out of there, boss.
Night night, kiddo, indeed. Alright, so now it's time to figure out how many people I can fit on this. Everyone's doing the big sleep in Africa. We're doing the big sleep down in Africa. Whoops. Gonna take some time to snooze and let this bomb. Big boss extract us. Bow, ba, 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 da, ba, bow. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-bow. I bless the naps down in Africa! That's the best. That fits way better than anything I was saying. That Pequod just landed like 3 feet to the right. God, you're such a stubborn little bitch. Yeah. Time to go number 2. Up. And I'm out of that hot zone.
Has been updated.
Gaining altitude.
What's up, Quiet?
Extraction arrived at the base.
Mission complete. Great work.
There's nothing that 100 tranks or more could ever do.
Boss,
I bless the naps down in Africa. That titty startled me!
Also, the leader wouldn't let himself alive. The client will pay us for this one. Enough reward from the general's number 2 instead. And as for the number 2, he's saying he wants to join Diamond Dogs. I guess he knows what that means for him. He said, if I'm working for you, I can be number 2 or number 200 for all I care.
Damn, that's like 2 times 100. You're gonna take 100 number 2s? Are you gonna do that on a row, or like... Oh, that unsanitary shit? Oh, he's gonna get yeeted.
Many of our staff are falling ill.
God damn it!
At first it seemed like a common cold, but before we knew it, blisters started popping up on their chests and...
Titty came at the camera at 100 miles.
I'll fill you in at the ACC. Just give him a chopper.
Just some mock speed breastage.
Look closely. Those are the symptoms of the infection on Mother Base. The blisters on the body were full of tiny worms. Parasite larvae, most likely. But we couldn't find any adults. It doesn't seem to mature in the body, like a spargatum. We don't know the root of infection, or what causes symptoms to develop. Boss, do you remember seeing these symptoms before? The bodies floating around in the oil facilities, the bedridden
It was
test
the new
subjects
guy.
in the Devil's House. This epidemic looks just like what we've seen on our hunt for Cypher. So this is the weapon of mass destruction Cypher was working on in Africa. Boss, the situation is urgent. We need to quarantine the infected and contain the pathogen. Priority now is to prevent more casualties. But the problem is, how do we tell who's infected? During the incubation period, we have no way of knowing who's clean. You'll have to try and guess who's infected before they go symptomatic and quarantine them. That'd be easy if we just knew the route or vector of the infection.
You should.
From now on, if you even suspect a staff member's infected, use your iDroid to order them into quarantine. Given the situation, the men won't submit to quarantine just because I or the medical team tell them to. But they will listen to you. Of course, it's just a temporary measure until we find a permanent solution. But at least they'd be in solitary
Oh god, this entire section's about to get too real. And then really not real.
If we do nothing, we'll only lose more people.
Actually, it's about to get really not real. You can't dismiss them. You little shit. Okay.
I'll explain how to quarantine staff members suspected of infection. Go to the Mother Base menu and select Staff Management.
So.
First, take a look at the quarantine facility we've set up.
Yep, I'm looking at the quarantine facility.
We'll isolate anyone who's already symptomatic at the quarantine facility.
Yep.
But we have to expect that there are multiple staff who are infected, but asymptomatic. So how do we identify them? At present, we have no way to tell them apart. But there has to be something for us to go on. If you notice anything, reassign staff you suspect are infected to the quarantine facility. We'll monitor them and then contact you if there's a change in their condition. Correctly quarantining these asymptomatic infected will reduce
His
the
eye
number
patch
of
man with a
new
dog
infections.
said so.
You should
It's
continue
true.
with your missions as usual. If Cypher is behind this, going after them should help us determine the root cause of this epidemic. Also, until we identify the pathogen, we can't fire or dispatch any staff. We cannot let
So
this
I
thing
cannot
spread.
yeet that one
Boss,
unsanitary
get to the bottom
asshole
of
that
this
just came on.
fast. We're counting on you.
Perfect.
Weather will clear
So,
shortly.
basically, what we need to do is we need to figure out all these people are symptomatic, and we need to figure out who is asymptomatic via these 8 people and what they share in common. So, we got like an all-rounder ability-wise and no-rounder ability-wise. Pretty okay at combat, pretty okay at intel. Intel. It's base. Well, if it weren't for Killer Wallaby, I would have said that it might be racist. Against white people. Couldn't say that with a straight face. No notable skills except this poor diplomat over here. I can't believe even Cypher from Castlevania. No, it's not what that is. Cypher. No, it's I can't believe Cypher from Final Fantasy VIII would do this. Actually, I can. No, I can't. He's not smart enough for this. So, I know the answer, Ollie, to this particular puzzle. Do you want any guesses on what these folks have that unite them all? To them. Cypher is to them. Pick the bald one? No. Okay, you misunderstand. These have already been picked. These are the people who are currently symptomatic. We have to find out a commonality between all of them that would apply to people who are asymptomatic but still carrying. So we gotta find something that puts all these people in common. That's the deal. They are in the middle. Ollie. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, this might have been a little too much. So, like, we got I'm... Fair enough, Ollie. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. The twist is... they all speak Kikongo. There's only one token black guy, it's true. But they all speak Kikongo. And are you ready to quarantine everybody who speaks Kikongo? Because that's legitimately what you've gotta do. Hang on, can I fucking... Whoops.
Boss, a new job's come in. It's a hit. On the human trafficker who sent Shivani and the others to Nzoya Badia Bulu, where you ran into Skullface. The thing is, this guy might know something about the disease that's going around Mother Base. The symptoms are similar to the ones we saw at that factory. Start by checking the mission details on your iDroid.
Development complete. Development complete.
Well, this is gonna be a process, so I might as well get to started.
Please
Get to started.
Project.
Get to started.
Development complete. Please specify a project. Development complete. Please specify a project.
Okay, sick. What else do I care about? Stealth camo can be cool, I guess. Sneaking suit. Maybe this jumpsuit's alright. Get the tux. Alright. It's fucking...
Please specify a project.
I can get her non-lethal one now, thank God. Okay. Development complete. Yeah, like, total mask off. I'm just cheating because I don't care, and this isn't even an account that I ever want to go online with, so fuck it. But even with cheating, they still elongate that process like hell. Alas, are you ready for the Kikongo-inning? We got a Kikongo there, a Kikongo there, a Kikongo there, there, there. Kikongo, Kikongo, Kikongo. This is going to be a process. Hey, so what the fuck am I doing just doing this in silence?
Staff has been quarantined.
Alright. We'll quarantine the staff you specified. Did you figure out what's causing the infection?
Look closely. Those are the symptoms of the infection on Mother Base. The blisters on the body were full of tiny worms. Parasite larvae, most likely. But we couldn't find any adults. It doesn't seem to mature in the body, like a spargatum. We don't know the root of infection, or what causes symptoms to develop. The infection rate, along with the number of dead, are both on the rise. If we don't find the cause, and soon...
Boss, do you remember seeing these symptoms before? The bodies floating around in the oil facility, the bedridden test subjects at the Devil's House? This epidemic looks just like what we've seen on our hunt for Cypher. It could be a counterplay by Skullface.
That's insane. You mean they weaponize parasites?
Parasites as weapons. That definitely falls under the Biological Weapons Convention. But it's something the world would never see coming. And no one's ever developed a vaccine for parasites.
So this is the weapon of mass destruction Cypher was working on in Africa.
It may be. But if it is, how do the yellow cake and walker gears fit in? There must be something bigger we're not seeing. Anyway, our priority now is to prevent more casualties.
The medical team is studying the infection, but we can't treat anyone until we know the root cause. All we can do right now is halt the spread of infection.
Select unit. Staff has been quarantined.
All right. We'll quarantine the staff you specified. Did you figure out what's causing the infection? Remember before, boss? When Quiet attacked one of our guys on Mother Base, stuck a knife in his mouth. He's one of the very few soldiers who've had contact with her recently. Close contact. I don't think it's a coincidence that he was among those who became symptomatic pretty early on in this epidemic. Saliva and blood spatter, an open wound, mucosal infection. Whatever is causing this got inside him then.
Miller, that is a baseless accusation.
The source of the infection is Quiet. Everyone suspects her.
We don't know that. And we've come across these symptoms before. The bodies in the water at the oil-filled facility. Those sick people in the beds at the Devil's House. They're identical to what we've seen while we've been after
Just
Cypher.
admit you want her around because you're hot, okay? Because she's hot, okay, Ocelot?
At the very least, she does know something.
It's not like she's gonna talk.
No, not through words anyway. But what about her actions? Quiet held a knife to that soldier back then, before he became symptomatic. There must have been a reason for that.
A reason for shoving a knife down the throat of one of our men.
What if she's capable of identifying who's infected? What if she was trying to stop the infection but couldn't communicate that to us? The answer to that, the source of the infection, might be in the mouths of the infected.
You think there's some kind of clue in their mouths?
I don't know. But maybe there's something about the mouths of those who become symptomatic, something in common.
Something their mouths have in common. Forget it. We can't trust
Something
her.
their mouths have in common. Something like a common tongue, i.e. a language.
But this is something to go on.
Can't you see it's just like I said? Bringing her here was a big mistake. Quiet is gonna be the end of us.
Stand down. You've got zero proof. Try to keep an open mind on this, boss. There has to be a way to identify who's infected.
They all suck dick. That's it. Listen, it is like 90% male in here. Shit's gonna go down. Keep going.
Select unit. Staff has been quarantined.
All right. We'll quarantine the staff
Yo.
you specified.
So, Ollie, I don't know if you're gonna stick around or not for how this goes. Fucking... You wanna know why? Because I have 3 words for you, Ollie.
In the staff living quarters.
Vocal cord parasites.
But what else can we do? We've taken away his weapons and banned him from using his nom de guerre. Apparently his real name is Eli. He must feel like we stripped him of his whole identity. We'll let things simmer down. I put a guard on him for now.
It ain't
Still, the
gay.
question
It's
is,
the men's
who is he?
That's like the game!
And how has he survived?
He's still not talking.
No, he won't say a word about himself. But you know, it looks like he speaks English. One of the deck crew called out to him in English, and he said something back. He just lost it all of a sudden, started mouthing off at the guy, in perfect English. He wasn't stringing together words he picked up somewhere.
So English is his mother tongue.
He could be from the east, or the south, or maybe even further north or south. English is well established.
He could be in the south, or in the south-south.
Rooted in Africa like a weed, or maybe parasite is the better
Like
word.
weed?
So just speaking English doesn't help us figure out where he comes from.
Could even be from off-continent.
Right. In any case, we'll keep an eye on him. If we learn anything else, I'll be sure to let you know.
Select unit. Staff has been quarantined.
Yeah, let's get some Anti-Soul Mysteries Lab up in this as we work on it.
Please select a mission.
Or the Louisiana South. That's really South, Ollie. You get much more south than that. You're hitting the Gulf. Doom Goat. Only Kojima, man. Only Kojima would make you go and individually select. God, how many fuckers are there?
Select unit.
Channel points into bits so I can throw them at you. Yeah, but that'd be too easy. Wait, so why is it like only +2?
Staff has been quarantined.
Alright. We'll quarantine the staff you specified. Did you figure out what's causing the infection?
Select unit.
Oh shit, they were already in quarantine. Oh, I'm dumb. Oh, I'm super dumb. Oh god, I just wasted a lot of time. Is there any way to... Recruitment, combat unit stability, suitability, skills, direct contact, mission status, persuasion. Persuasion? How's persuasion, man? So these guys all speak Kikongo. Is persuasion mean language?
Select unit. Staff has been quarantined.
All right. We'll quarantine the staff you specified. Did you figure out what's causing the infection?
Persuasion. Sorting. MGS 5.
Clouds approaching.
Oh, how much they've been persuaded to join your crew. Gotcha. Okay. Nice. God, really no way to tell.
Select unit. Staff.
I guess at this point I'll just go down like each team.
We'll quarantine the staff you specified. Did you figure out what's causing the infection?
He's back. David there. He's back. Oops. I'm dying. There's some Kikongo right there. Rumble Goat! Some of these names are pretty on point. Can we talk about Greedy Rooster for a minute? Oh, Silent Crocodile, no, I liked you. Smoking Python.
Staff has been quarantined.
Get little me smoking Python.
We'll quarantine the staff you specified. Did you figure out what's causing the infection?
Congo. Bam, bam, bam. Holy shit, these two are the exact same person, I swear to God. These Titanium and Dizzy Harrier twins. The Harrier twins both got Kikongo. Both got all languages. They are twins, aren't they? I bet. I fucking bet. Twins or clones, which is not even out of the question at this point.
Caution, rain approaching. Select unit.
God, there's like 100 people over there.
Alright. We'll quarantine the staff you specified. Did you figure out what's causing the infection?
Oh yeah, I figured it out.
Development complete. Development complete.
Happens they can only speak a little bit of that tongue. Doesn't matter. Literally doesn't matter. Because the way this particular parasite is passed isn't by air or water or open wounds or bacteria or anything like that. It is literally passed solely by language. So even if it's a little, you gotta go. This is the weapon to surpass Metal Gear. A language wiper outer. Speaking a very broken and clearly enough, doesn't matter. Spoiler alert, why do you think Quiet doesn't talk? Sit on that one for a minute. No, Amber Fox. Or, yeah, what you got for me? What you got for me, Ollie?
Staff has been quarantined.
Alright. We'll quarantine the staff you specified. Did you figure out what's causing the infection?
She's the one with the bad accent. Yeah, she's just hyper embarrassed about her horrible accent that no one can stand. See, the vocal cord parasites don't actually cling on to others because of the language itself in her case. It is just the parasite just wants to get as far away from her as possible and into anyone else. Because it's just, the parasite is experiencing secondhand embarrassment from the fucking bad accents that she has. Get that Key Congo! Key Congo! Key Congo! An entire language. Wop, dot, the good, wop, wop. You know, the first time around this was hella tense, because I didn't know for sure, and every single Kikongo language-speaking person that I put in there, there was the inherent risk that I was wrong, and I was only going off of a hunch. So, like, the tension mounted with each and every individual. But on a second playthrough, it doesn't hold up at all. On a second playthrough, it's just unbearable data entry. Who would win, this parasite or the Duolingo owl? The Duolingo owl would be co-opted by the parasite in order to spread it to everyone. Are you kidding me? The Duolingo owl and the parasite are in cahoots. This is... I feel like I just sounded like Alex Jones for a minute there. Like spinning some insane conspiracy theory live on stream. The Duolingo owl is turning the freaking frogs gay. Oh, that's where we got here. That's how we got here. Somehow. Some way. I hope I didn't miss anyone, Wiki Congo. If I miss even one, it's gonna be fucky, I bet. Learn the language or else. Oh god, they threaten you with the vocal cord parasite unless you learn the language. Duolingo Owl has gone too far. Oh god, I thought that said Razor Bum for a minute. I was like, what? I'm sure... Oh, Gold Fox. Honey, no. The Duolingo Owl is the weapon to surpass Metal Gear. There it is. You may add that to ad quotes. We made it. We made it.
Approaching. Select unit. Staff has been quarantined.
We fucking did it.
Alright. We'll quarantine the staff you specified. Did you figure out what's causing the infection?
Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm working on it, my guy. Oops, that's not it. I was hoping I'd put this guy away. He looks like an asshole. So is that guy. Through all this has kind of like stopped and made me think a little, and it's like I remember the absolute terror that I was feeling with each and every person that I put in, not knowing for sure, but feeling like I needed to address it right away. And like, sure, I was right, but I wasn't certain at the time. And the running theme of this game and my stream of this game on a second run is always been like, I used to love this game, what happened, you know? And it's kind of like just made me feel a little embittered and like, oh, this game wasn't as good as I thought. This game was actually kind of shit, and it was just using a lot of smoke and mirrors to trick me into thinking it was good and compelling when, on a second rush through without all those smoke and mirrors, it doesn't hold up like any of the other ones do. And while I think that's valid criticism, at the same time, I'm starting to realize, like, maybe games that are only good the first go through are, like, that's okay. Like, maybe, like, you know, it's fine. It turns quiet into... Is that real? Is that real? You're just fucking with me. Link me that shit. I want to see it right now. But more to the point, it's kind of just made me feel like a game, in order for a game to be good, it doesn't necessarily have to hold up on repeated playthroughs. I think this game is an example of a game that is very good with no replay value, essentially. Main line-wise, like main story-wise. I'm not talking about the online stuff. Just like running through the core story of the game. Probably is not on the internet. I mean, yeah. Knowing the internet, and especially knowing how the internet loves to say things are lesser just because, like,
Quarantine the staff you specified.
fucking...
Did you figure out what's causing the infection?
But it's one of those things that makes me think, because I think back to a couple of years ago when I was playing this with Sage, and every moment that is falling flat for me now, like terribly, terribly flat and disappointing, was super tense at the time. And, like, actually super compelling at the time. And over time, I've just been wondering through this whole, like, streaming playthrough, like, is it me? Did I change? Was I just duped? And, like, I think it just comes down to that this is maybe just one of those games that it's a 9 out of 10 on the first playthrough, and then a 3 out of 10 for every subsequent playthrough. And I think that's okay. You know? Because, like, I feel like a lot of people, I feel like I was, saying, like, wow, this game is just shit and always has been, and I didn't know any better. But, like, I think sometimes there's more to it than that. And, you know, games that only hold up the first run-through are valid, is what I'm trying to say. They may not be valid after the first run-through, but they're valid to exist, and, like, you know, everything you feel, everything you thought about, like, in that first run-through, that's still yours. You don't necessarily lose that unless you choose to. Well, that's not necessarily a good way to put it. Because, like, maybe someone can't help but think lesser of it as a result. Or take away from what their experience used to be as a result. But I think for me personally, I was personally letting myself take away from my initial experience with this game. And now I'm kind of starting to realize that a better way to think about it might be just to add to my initial experience of this game. It's like, my initial experience never went away. I felt what I felt. But I can also acknowledge that it doesn't hold up on repeat playthroughs. And I can still feel like that it's compelling as hell in a first playthrough. And I know that might not sound like something that a person can hold at the same time, like it's gotta be one or the other, and maybe a lot of people can't. And, you know, that's fair enough for them, everyone's different, but with the experience I'm having right now, and just, like, talking through it and stuff, it's like, I'm kinda coming to that conclusion, where it's just like, I'm not gonna let anything necessarily take away my initial experience, which was full of joy and tension and not knowing what's gonna happen around the corner, and, like, every moment meant something. And even if it didn't, and I think it's valid to feel tricked or duped and not like the game at all as a result, but for me personally, the way I'm seeing it now is, even if I was tricked and duped, the game still made me feel those things at the time. And they were intense, and overall they were a positive experience, and I'd rather not lose that.
Select unit.
And I think that's just how I'm gonna go forward with this, really.
Quarantine the staff you specified.
Okay, I think that's it.
Causing the infection?
I am going to go ahead and we're gonna go through it all again. 5 staff dead due to epidemic.
Thanks to you, the number of new victims has plummeted. And a common point between the infected. Is it really possible for a disease to spread because of that?
Okay, so that means we did it. And, you know what, actually? I think I'm gonna call it. I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it right there, on that note. It seems like a nice, more positive note to end on than I have before, and also I need to pop out a little early so I can go to my midnight D&D crew. So, there's the Twitter if you want to follow scheduling stuff. There's the Discord if you want to come hang out. Nobody talks there. Please come and talk. I don't actually care all that much. But if you want another way to keep track of whenever I start streaming, I always add everyone whenever I go live there. And, hey, let's see if we can raid someone. I'll send you all over to Sir Evium. I'm trying to make it a habit to raid. So, I will be raiding in 5 seconds. And with that, I will bid you all good night. Night stream!